Quincy gave number 2 Ellensburg all it could handle in a CWAC showdown on the gridiron Thursday. Reporter Sean Wells has a story.
It was Quincy hosting Ellensburg on a windy night at JC Field. The Bulldogs were trying to keep their perfect record intact, but they knew Quincy wouldn't go down easy. Bulldog rusher Gabe Caskey got things going for Ellensburg with a tough run here. He would go on to score the first touchdown and break his school's single-season rushing record. He finished with 156 yards.
Touchdown, Ellensburg.
Quincy had a nice return here from senior Pedro Rodriguez. But the drive would stall and Ellensburg would go on to score again, this time on a 16-yard Garrett Hole touchdown pass. Just when it looked like the Bulldogs would take control, Quincy came storming back behind playmaker Andy Vargas. Vargas had a tough run, then a great catch down at the 3-yard line. That set up this John Lindquist touchdown. Quincy would score again to close the gap on a Steven Gomez touchdown run. But it wasn't enough as Ellensburg was able to hold on and win this game 28-14. For iFIBER 1 News, Sean Wells.
Ephrata needed a win at Toppenish last night and a Prosser loss at Othello to stay alive in the postseason race. The football gods must have been smiling on the Tigers as they got both. Ephrata, Sealand, and Othello in the regular season at 7-3. The teams will meet in Royal City tomorrow in a Kansas City tiebreaker format. Teams will alternate 2 offensive possessions from their opponent's 25-yard line. The Tigers and Vikings will play first at 1 o'clock. The winner plays the Huskies after a short break for the right to move on. Moses Lake Volleyball beat Sunnyside in 3 sets to advance to round 2 of the district playoffs. I was at the game and got a first-hand look at the action.
The Chiefs blanked the Grizzlies in a first-round district match at Moses Lake High School. The sparse crowd was on hand to witness the 3-set victory. Moses Lake didn't really need the support, however, as the Chiefs dominated play the majority of the match. Marissa Strickland led the Moses Lake attack with 10 kills and 2 aces. Kylie McKay turned in another solid performance at the setter spot with 7 kills, 3 aces, 32 assists, and 9 digs. The win advances the Chiefs to a second-round loser-out match with Wenatchee at Eisenhower High School Saturday. The game is scheduled for a 2 p.m. start. A victory for Moses Lake will put the Chiefs against the winner of the West Valley Eisenhower match at 5. The winner of that game will be the number 2 seed for the state tournament.
The Moses Lake Chiefs defended their District 6 girls soccer title with a win over West Valley. Here's Sean Wells with the story.
It was Moses Lake taking on West Valley for the Big 9 championship. Moses Lake struck first with an Alicia Overland goal, and the Chiefs never looked back. Moses Lake knocked off West Valley 3-1 and will host a state playoff game next week. Alicia Overland had a hat trick for the Chiefs, giving her 36 goals on the season. Alicia says her team is taking it 1 game at a time, but she thinks this team can do something special.
Obviously, we're just starting off at the same level, but I think this year we just have so much more motivation, so much more oomph to push us through. We really want it. I think this is the most that we wanted it through my whole high school to move on.
Moses Lake head coach Rick Char continues to be amazed by Alicia's goal-scoring ability.
Oh, Alicia Overland was the player of the game. Obviously, amazing. The shots that she makes, I don't know how, but with the angle that she's shooting them at is crazy.
Having visited the site of the 4A state championship game earlier in the season, the Chiefs know that's where they want to play their final game.
We visited it earlier in the season, and so that just got all of us thinking we could be here, we could win this whole thing. We have the potential.
For iFIBER 1 News, Sean Wells.
Friday night football has the Warden Cougars hosting the Tonasket Tigers in a first-round loser-out district game. Moses Lake closes out its season on the road at West Valley. In district volleyball action, it's Warden matching up with Kittitas in round 2 at Ephrata High School Saturday. Moses Lake travels to Eisenhower to take on the Wenatchee Panthers. We'll be right back after this.